Welcome back to the CryptoCruise channel, and today we are taking a look at Optimism, which is a low-cost and lightning-fast Ethereum L2 blockchain. So remember the normal disclaimer for the channel that nothing is financial advice. Always do your own research, and this is just for educational purposes. So Optimism is Ethereum but scaled. It is fast, stable, scalable Ethereum. Optimism is a fast, stable, and scalable L2 blockchain built by Ethereum developers for Ethereum developers. Built as a minimal extension to existing Ethereum software, Optimism's EVM equivalent architecture scales your Ethereum apps without surprises. If it works on Ethereum, it works on Optimism at a fraction of the cost. As we can see, over $1 billion plus in gas fees saved, over $1 billion plus in on-chain value, and 1 million distributed to public goods. The Ethereum experience at 10 times speed. Optimism takes everything you love about Ethereum and turbocharges it. Ethereum tooling just works on every level of the stack. Transactions are cheap and nearly instant. What is not to love? As we can see, simple and elegant, as few lines of code as possible separate Optimism from Ethereum's battle-tested infrastructure. Build your app on the L2 that doesn't quit. Click and deploy. Optimism is equivalent with the Ethereum virtual machine, not just compatible. This means all Ethereum apps and tools just work. Built for the public good. Optimism is more than just a blockchain. It's an experiment in sustainable ecosystem funding fueled by protocol revenue. Retroactive public goods funding is simple. You build for the public good, you get paid. Join our Discord and help build the future of Ethereum sustainably. So make sure you do check out the Optimism Discord. And as we can see, developer resources. Everything you need to get started building on Optimism all in one space. So if we have any developers or people looking to get into development on the Ethereum blockchain, make sure you check out Optimism because, again, it's cheaper, pretty much the same to use, and faster transactions. So there's pretty much no negatives for this one. So if we actually have a look at some of the current apps on the Optimism ecosystem, an overview of the apps and integrations in the ecosystem. So we have Lyra Finance, which is an automated market maker, Synthetics, which is a system designed to let users hold and trade synthetic assets whose value can be tied to real-world assets. We have Tails, which allows the creation of peer-to-peer pari-mutuel markets that anyone can join. And we've got Quicks, which is discover, collect, and sell digital items on the first NFT marketplace built for Optimism. Also, we've got the likes of Uniswap, 1inch. I'm sure you guys have probably heard of both of them already. We've got SushiSwap, Coinbase Wallet, Coinbase itself. MetaMask is compatible with Optimism. We've got Binance. If we can scroll through these all day, and I'm sure you're going to find more and more. We've got Beefy Finance there, Binance US. There's just so many, apps already on the Optimism network. You may as well get involved and try your stuff. So that's in the ecosystem. If you want to know how to get started, as we can see, join the ecosystem that is scaling Ethereum's tech whilst also scaling its values through retroactive public goods funding. So first off, you can choose your experience with crypto, if you're just starting your journey, if you've used centralized exchanges, or if you've actually used other blockchains. Then you can, of course, add Optimism to your MetaMask wallet, so you can switch the network to that. Then, of course, bridge some Ethereum assets over to Optimism. And just by doing so, you can actually get your own free NFT just by bridging some assets over to Optimism. So if you are interested, make sure to try this out because you can get an Optimism Explorer NFT. Then you can go through some quests, which is cool. Learn how to use the most popular apps on Optimism. So as we can see, first off is a bridge to Optimism. Bridge assets to Optimism using Stargate's liquidity pools. That's the first quest. Then we have discover price savings, which is learn how to save and win prizes in Pool Together, how to swap tokens in Uniswap, learn about NFTs with Quicks. Then we have some providing liquidity with Velodrome, another liquidity provider through Synapse where you can earn yield on your assets. Then learn how to borrow using KeyDAO, and more liquidity farming with Rubicon. Then in master options, perps, and more, we can stake assets through synthetics, trade options through Lyra, open a futures trade with Quenta, and trade some perpetuals with Perpetual Protocol. So how do these quests work? You can learn by reviewing the tutorials and learn about different apps on Optimism. Complete. So after each tutorial, complete a quest testing what you have learned and earn. Mint a badge for every quest to complete your commemorative, your exploration. So it's a really good way to get involved with Optimism. Again, no matter what level you are sort of in the crypto field, I'm sure there is something for you. Then also we have some incentives. So these are some of the integrations already. We've looked at that, which all of them actually, well, these ones here come with live incentives, which is really nice to see. Then we have some DeFi platforms, of course. These are where you can sort of stake assets. We have the NFT section as well, which is pretty nice. And of course, for wallets, there's many wallets to use for Optimism. Again, I would recommend MetaMask, but if you're used to one of these other wallets, you can go with one of them. So that's the ecosystem. If we look at the bridge, so say you want to move your assets over to Optimism, you can use the Optimism bridge. Pretty simple. You have your Ethereum or an asset on the Ethereum mainnet. For example, say I had 10 Ethereum, then I can connect my wallet and directly bridge the Ethereum from the mainnet over to the Optimism net. And once we're on there, then we can start using all of these features. If we look at some of the other tabs, we have some developer stuff, so documentation, stats. Here we can see system under maintenance, but we have 100% uptimes for the mainnet, API, gateway, etc. Which I like that this is all shown to you so you can actually track how the network is doing. Here we can see some recent notices, so nothing on the day of recording this. There was a mainnet cluster maintenance completed on the 26th of January. As we can see, they were performing some necessary upgrades, which would take no more than 15 minutes. Maintenance in progress, and it was done after 54 minutes. So a little bit longer, but it's all been there laid out for you. And of course, some maintenance, well, it was upgrades to the mainnet for the Kubernetes infrastructure. So of course, that's actually going to make the network even better. So if you want to know how the status of the network is doing, you can find all of that details there. And you can also get direct updates through webhooks or email, so you can know if anything's happening to the network. There's also, of course, a bug bounty system. So you need a KYC for this, maximum bounty of $2 million, which is pretty crazy. So again, if you're not sure how bug bounties work, it's basically focused on smart contracts and preventing theft of assets held in the bridge and messenger smart contracts, theft, freezing, or other lost funds. So you get rewards based on the threat level that you have actually found. So critical issues up to $2 million if you can find them, and like a high level issue you can get up to 50,000. So if you are a developer and want to go through some of the smart contracts, then you can earn some things if you find some bugs. But this has been Optimism. Again, make sure to check it out in the description down below and get involved in the lightning fast Ethereum level 2 blockchain. But you've been watching the Crypto Cruise, and I'll see you all later.